Let's get ready to rumble.
Ladies and gentlemen,
This is the moment you've all been waiting for.
now introducing Connor Rhodes and Will
Fighting out of the red
Euking.
corner.
We have Connor the Stallion Rhodes.
Are we on the recording already?
Yeah, we're going.
Beautiful.
Grab your mic.
What's happening, ladies and gentlemen?
How are we all?
It's your friendly neighbourhood nutritionist, Connor Rhodes. You're mic'd up already. I didn't even notice. It's a little stealth mic on the
That's
go.
it, bro. You got to do it.
Oh yes. What's happening, beautiful people?
Welcome back to the podcast.
Welcome back to the podcast. Welcome back to news of the week as well.
Episode number.
No idea.
No idea.
No idea. We need to
Never
stop
will
talking
know.
about it. We just need to just leave it as.
We need to get when we get close to 100. We need to be aware. Until then, I think it's easy breezy.
I know how many we've uploaded. We're just uploading them a couple of weeks in advance at this minute in time, aren't we? That I'm not actually
Because
sure.
we're prepared, not lazy.
Not actually sure which number we're recording, but we've got over 10 online now, which is good.
Does that mean we're in the percentile now? Wait, I need to adopt the.
Actually,
assume the
true. Yeah,
position.
we're in the top 10%. That's it. Assume the regular podcast
Assume that-
position.
Dude, it can't be done. These
Fire
chairs are too
hazard
restrictive.
position.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Too restrictive.
Legs akimbo.
Can't be doing vertical parallel legs.
Can't be having narrow, tight hip flexors.
No, exactly.
Can we now having some narrow, unstable stance?
Need to do the man spread.
Yeah, I could say spreading in my direction. We've got the adductors on show. That's what we like to see.
Yeah.
What's happening outside?
Yeah,
Could
so this
they
is a
please be
little
louder?
bit-
Could they be loud? Open the window. Ask them to be louder.
It's Tom. Shall I tell him?
Is it actually Tom?
Yeah, we're doing.
Ask him to be louder.
Where is
What's he doing?
Oh, he's round the corner.
Oh, that's a shame.
Looks all cute though. Got himself a little stripper, a little two-stroke stripper, and he's strimmer.
A stress. I didn't know what you were talking about. I can't see what's happening down there, so I'm not sure what you're suggesting
That's a
from
loud
this
stripper.
man of the Lord.
I've never heard
I'm not
of
sure what
these- Yeah, he's
got-
got little Christian boy
got
going
a,
out.
got a little two-toned stripper down there. Like, what? What are you talking about? A strimmer with an
A
M?
two-stroke strimmer is what I was going for. Now we
okay.
get there.
Two-stroke strimmer.
Loves it, Tom. Loves a good tool.
What does, you perhaps know this, what does two-stroke mean? This is something to do with the engine, isn't it? Because you can also get a two-stroke little motorbike, is
Yeah.
that right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's about it's the amount of processes that happen for ignition, essentially. So like, I struggle to remember what two-stroke is. And four-stroke actually, but four-stroke is like the valve opens, it goes into a chamber, the air comes in, the airflow, and the fuel, and then it opens again or something like that. So as in 4 parts to it, whereas the two-stroke is just like one valve or something like that just releases equal amounts air and fuel for ignition.
Interesting. I was going to suggest that we Google it, and then I thought, nah, we'll just carry
We'll
on.
pretend that I know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
we'll just roll with the
We've been
boy.
doing that for a minute.
Roll with the boy.
I do kind of want to know if I'm right.
You can Google it if you want. While you're doing that, though, tell me how have you been?
Yeah, good bro, busy.
Wag one, wag two.
Wag.
Come on now.
My mother.
Yeah.
Quoting
Quote.
Nicola Thompson,
Yeah.
yeah.
Quote
If I call my mum up and give her a wag one, she goes, wag two. It's the cutest, it's the cutest. Yeah, really good, man. Busy and literally my busiest week this week. I thought I may not fit everyone in. It's just by the skin of my teeth work. I seem to be getting lucky with any new clients I start, just being like, this can work.
Slotting nicely into like
Yeah.
an open slot. Okay,
Yeah.
so are we fully booked on PT then?
Kind of, like
That's
with what
my guy.
out of what's practical, yeah.
Yeah.
I could do mornings, but I'm here late every evening and I live quite far away.
Yeah, I know you've got more time in life, but
Yeah.
you booked out like work times basically.
22 sessions I think this week or something. Just
Okay, nice, and that's what you want it to be,
time
is
them
it?
out. Yeah, it'd probably be cool to get it up somewhere around 30 so that the 20 odds, 25 that become regular are regular in their regular slots. You know when you're always just like, say if you're at like 20 and it's just everyone you've got, you often end up with a bit of like, it gets different every week and it doesn't stick to an exact rota. Everyone has to do like different things, but when you get 30 clients, you can find the kind of 20 that are all consistently the same times. And then
Okay,
you've got a nice
yeah.
week.
I guess it depends how different personal trainers do different things. I always booked all my clients in one by one, week by week, different
Yeah.
times every week.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, some people would do similar times.
Stresses me out a bit.
Yeah, it would take me hours. It would literally
Still
take.
takes me an hour, I think. every
It would
week,
take
yeah.
me 4 hours on a Sunday sometimes.
Yeah.
To book because I would message everybody, what is your availability for next week? They would send me, I can do this time, this time, this time, and this time. Some people would message me, I can do this time and send one time, and I know they're pretending that that's true. I'm not going to answer you until you tell me what other
used to
times you
tell
can
me
do.
about this, yeah.
Yeah, don't.
This is the only time in the week I can do.
This is not true.
I don't have that time available.
No, this is not true.
Yeah.
More times and more availability. And then I would book everybody in week by week, one by one. And you don't have to do it like that. Like there's online booking systems or there's having everybody have the same
I've
slot every
considered
week.
that, you know.
Yeah, I don't like it, to be honest.
I think it'd I like kind of being in charge of who I'm having when.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't want my clients telling me when I'm training them, and I don't mean that in an offensive way. I mean, I know I need to be prepared. I know some clients take longer than others.
Exactly.
I know
things
some.
like that.
I know some clients need to do, let's say, 5:30 on a Monday.
So if that gets lost.
but there's 4 other clients that just want to do 5:30 on a Monday, but they can actually do other times.
Yeah.
But I know that there's this one person that I'm making up the time in the day, but there's one person that needs to do that time.
Yes.
I know legit that's their only time.
It gets stressful when
Then
you
it becomes like a race to who can book in first as well in the time slots that they want for the client.
You used to have it where you've got like a couple of slots left, and you need to offer them to like everyone. There's like 3 more people. But once you've sent it to one person, you can't send it to the other one until they've got back to you, because what if they take it? And you just end up in this like trickling effect. It gets, you know.
Rebecca's getting to that same situation now as well. Like she's
good.
got multiple days fully booked where she can't really take more people.
That's legit.
I was considering suggesting to her like a time slot advert, like literally putting an advert up in the gym that says I've got a personal training slot at like whatever time it is, let's say 11:30
That's
on a
actually not a
Thursday.
bad idea.
If you want support and you can do this time, message me.
Well,
No, I've never done that before.
Next
but
week here at the Station Gym, one of our proud sponsors, we have a like PT induction week, whatever, where you can book like half an hour with someone.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Can I also say we're not sponsored by the Station Gym anymore?
Oh no?
No.
Okay.
Because they've
Oh, true,
they've,
actually,
they've
yeah. We
reneged
sponsor them
on
now.
they've reneged on the original agreement. So I've cancelled this sponsorship.
True.
I know.
I hadn't thought about
I've
that
cancelled it.
logically.
I know we haven't spoken about this,
Well, Connor's after beef.
but I'm not after beef.
No, no.
I'm after truth.
Yeah.
I'm after fairness.
Yeah.
I'm after.
That's true, isn't it? That is what the agreement was, yeah.
Yeah, the agreement's been the contract that not that there was one. Nobody signed anything technically.
Written contract.
But the agreement, informal though it may, a handshake though it may have been,
Yeah.
has been changed. So therefore it's game over.
Can a handshake be binding?
I'm obviously not against the Station Gym even slightly. Do you know what else I've done? I've forgotten to mute the other microphone.
Oh, that'll be good. picking
That
up some
probably
nice
won't
static.
be good.
Can it work halfway through like that?
Yeah, now it's off, but we might have just been getting even worse noise. than
This was
possible.
actually the episode
Ask Tom to
with
be
Ryan.
louder.
Yeah.
Please be.
Shall I give him the microphone?
Yeah, go get those little wireless
Tom,
ones.
if you could.
Get those wireless Bluetooth ones we've got
Yeah.
and just get him to just wear one.
At what
is
point
he using a strimmer? Is
does
that
it become a part of our right to rent this room then? To tell Tom to shut up.
If you'd booked it in.
That's a good point.
We're in this room now without actually booking it out. We've just rocked up here and
Sorry,
started.
I completely
using it.
forgot.
I know. If you'd booked it in, we could go down to him and say, "Bro,
Yeah.
we're on the podcast. Can you like strim later?"
Can you strip?
But we
can
haven't
you
booked it in.
strip later?
So we just yeah. Can you two-tone strip later? But we just have to deal with it. Hopefully on the next show when Ryan comes, he's not still strimming.
Well,
Otherwise, I might have to get you to ask him.
yeah, we'll see. We'll see. This is what he's got planned for the day. Full dad mode, goggles on, harness, strimmer. Loves it.
Wow, I can't say I'm a particularly gardening guy.
No, I agree with that. You like the indoors. And
I do also like the outdoors and nature. I'm just not a massive fan of just gardening.
Bit tedious, eh?
En general.
Yeah.
Not that I've ever really owned a garden to be proud of or take care of, to be honest. Most places I've lived have not had gardens.
True.
Or the garden that was there was public and not my responsibility. So I've never really
fuck it.
I've never really had a garden. Rebecca has a garden, but I've been paying my friend to come around and do it. It's an actual gardener.
Hilarious.
Yeah. Her lawnmower's broken.
That's
so
one of the
I thought-
things. There's some things in life I delegate, like a cleaner from the apartment.
It can be a good move.
I'm tidy, but I'm not inherently like, I don't go around dusting shit. So tedious.
It can be a good move. Like, let's say you're going to pay a cleaner 30 or 40 quid, I don't know,
Yeah.
a week to come around once a
2
week and
hours,
clean some
whatever.
stuff. People are like, oh, might think that that's excessive, but for you, getting paid hourly, how long does it take you to clean your whole apartment? Let's say it takes a couple of hours. You can get a cleaner to come around and you can put in one client for 1 hour and make that money back
Yeah.
and save yourself like a couple of hours' time.
Yeah.
Support somebody else on their business. They want to do it and get paid. You
And it's
don't
just
want
nice,
to do
isn't it,
it.
existing in a nice clean apartment. It's not nice to be living in filth.
Yeah, you know Jordan Peterson. He often says that he's talking about younger people mostly, but he often says that your bedroom is an extension of yourself. Messy bedroom, messy
Are you
mind,
a maker
possibly.
of the bed?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm an avid maker of the bed.
Yeah, I would say so.
I like to make sure that shit's nice. And
I'm not
even.
like OCD about it. Like if it's not perfect, I don't mind. But...
I'm annoyed at the minute because I have one of them like 4 foot wide beds, like the semi
Okay.
double, And it's so hard to find sheets for them, so I've got to get like a big one and like wrap it around. It's well annoying. Real Western
Interesting.
people problems.
Interesting. Yeah.
Do you want to know my excuse why I don't have any news of the week?
It is news of the week, but you haven't brought news. Is this the case?
Well, I
Okay.
have one bit of news.
Luckily, I brought. Okay, so you've got news.
My bicep hurts,
What do you mean?
and so that's my excuse.
Have you injured yourself?
Yeah, actually.
Have you?
Yeah.
What happened?
I did some like weighted chin-ups. No, I did weighted pull-ups the other week, and I'm used to doing weighted chin-ups. So I just jumped in with like the same weight, and it was fine. But then the next day it was hurting a bit, and then
Not in a Dom's way, in like a strain.
no, yeah, and I feel like it's tendon, which is a bit of a issue. And then I was with my friend Peter on the weekend, who challenged me to a muscle-up competition when we were drinking. So we went to the park to find some bars, and then that fully wrote it off. Oopsie.
Oh, so you were training. I didn't know what you meant. At first I thought you meant bars like for drinking. I was
No.
like, what? You went out.
Muscle-up bar, the
You went
only
out
kind of bar.
boozing. No, you went out training again.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Just to show his ass up at muscle-ups.
Interesting, sir. Interesting. I do have news though.
Oh, good.
I have actual news articles for the week.
Back to our regularly scheduled program of you being legit and me not.
Thank you, sir. Personal news, not much. Everything,
gonna ask you, yeah.
No, everything's going smooth. I was ill for the last 2 weeks, wasn't I?
Oh yeah,
So I-
definitely.
Yeah, no, not deathly, but not great. So I wasn't training much. Haven't been doing much, but I'm back on training now. I've trained quite a
Pretty
lot of
big.
days in a row. Yes. Apart from that,
Life's easy.
not really much occurring.
I did nearly get into a fight on the weekend. That was funny.
Why?
I went into this little corner shop just to get some shit, and there was a guy in there who was like yelling at the owner, who was a sweet little old lady, and then he just grabbed a handful of shit and ran out.
Right.
So I just went after. Well, he didn't run out. He like walked out. So I went after him and just shoved him.
Did you?
I was like, "What are you doing? You got to pay for that." And then
So you're a vigilante now?
I guess.
Is that what's occurring? So wait, tell me this story again. You're in a corner shop. Where's this?
Is it Chesterfield Road? Like where Ponsfords is on that road?
No, what is?
Ponsfords.
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 What's that?
It's a very nice. I think. It's Manchester Road or it's Chesterfield Road. It's like if you follow Bramall Lane.
Ponsfords,
further,
like they sell chairs and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I actually know where you mean.
Yeah,
It's a
you
big,
do.
big store.
And then there's a really nice motorbike shop next door, full of
Is there?
Triumphs and
Okay.
Royal Enfields. Yeah.
Okay, right. So then you went into a corner shop. Somebody stole something.
Yeah, and just walked out. So I went outside and shoved him and asked him what he was doing, and he squared up to me. And we held eye contact for about 10 seconds, just not breaking it.
Right.
So then I shoved him again just to test him. Because I'm not, like, necessarily a fighter. Like, he was smaller than me, weaker than me, but if he could box, so if I shoved him and he stepped back and gave me one of these, I'd be like, nice to meet you, I'll be off now. You know, but if I test the waters and he is just a scrawny little bitch, then let's tango. Because I'm like, beat your ass.
Okay. Okay, so what did he steal?
So you're a vigilante.
What did he steal?
Literally like a packet of crisps
You've
and a chocolate
watched
bar.
too many Marvel
So then he said,
films.
"Do you know who I am?" And I went, "Yeah," and nobody.
Is that what you
And
said?
then he just turned around and walked away. So I started going after him, but then the lady grabbed my arm and was like, "Leave it." Yeah. So that was interesting. That was I don't have many like high adrenaline moments. I'm generally quite diplomatic about things, and I don't get.
I bet the
fights.
adrenaline was high in that
Dude.
situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I give you some advice, please?
Yeah. Don't do this.
Yeah. Listen, I love you, okay? Don't fight people over chocolate and crisps. Just, bro. Just let them take the chocolate and crisps. It's going to be fine. You don't have to fight like random people.
He was a knob. He was a rat. When she came out after me, she was saying he's known for like stealing around here from Aldi and all that stuff. So he's a known knobhead as well. So, and I guess I wear the face of justice.
What we do now.
Yeah.
Well done to you, I guess. I mean,
I didn't achieve anything.
I have mixed feelings about this because kind of good, but also I don't want you to do that again.
I like that
please.
my morality is aligned, but it's not the smartest move, is it?
That's what I'm thinking. I just care about your safety.
But either way, this was fun.
What if like some scrotum stabs you?
I've never seen a scrotum wield a knife.
Well, I was just using it as a descriptive word.
I like it. Yeah.
For
Some knob.
surely you've heard the terminology a scrot.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I just extended it out.
It's in
I
a similar
assumed-
realm of pleb, innit?
Yes. Yes. Yeah, so I thought I was going to say the word scrot. Sorry for the language on the podcast, ladies and gentlemen.
We're here
But then
now.
I thought it might be funnier just to say the full thing. It might have more of a visual.
This is trying to disappear. What's
Yeah,
happening
that's
here?
me with the wire. You just so jumped. It's the phone move.
That's a foot in alive.
You just so jumped.
Blimey.
Well, okay, that sounds interesting. That sounds interesting. I'm glad you're okay though. And your brother just bench pressed 100 for 6?
Yeah, you can fuck off.
Yeah, I said that to him outside.
Yeah.
I literally said, "Will, just let me bench 100 for 6." He went, "Yeah." I went, "Fuck you."
Yeah. He needs to chill out.
I'm so weak at the
He's a
minute.
thick boy, are you? Well,
So
a bit of
weak.
illness and
I know, so
general
weak.
smallness that'll do
So weak. Yesterday I did barbell rows, 70 kg for like 4 sets of 10.
it. I mean, I don't know what
So
you mean,
lame.
but that is nearly your body weight, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm 72.
There you go.
So yeah, but it's so lame. Today I benched 70 for 15. Like,
Yeah. Just
it was
become a pro
quite
bodybuilder,
heavy.
bro. You should be a powerlifter. That'd be interesting.
No, I can't. I can't. No,
Imagine you fat.
no. I'm just not strong either, and I have weak bones and joints, which just don't enjoy.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I've tried lifting heavy before. That's why I don't do it.
You've lifted heavy relative to the world population.
Yeah, but I always get injured.
No, I
I
understand.
always get injured.
Yeah.
Like when I used to weigh 75, I squatted 120 for 9.
It's legit.
All the way down, kind of like bodybuilding pause reps as well, like perfect technique, like good shit. But I injured my hip flexors. Same on leg press, stuff like this. I just think I'm just not made for that kind of lifting. So I just do more like 10 to 15 reps usually. And I do high volume rather than high intensity.
Yeah, do you ever tend to chuck in like a heavy set?
Only by
bench
accident.
Or something? By accident.
Only if I
Oh,
accidentally,
I'm not strong enough for this.
if I accidentally put too much weight on, then I'll do a few.
hilarious.
But no, never on purpose.
And it's only ever really on what, bench, maybe dump shoulder press.
No, never.
Is it maybe just when you've been with me? I've made
Maybe
you
just
do, like,
back
6 reps.
exercises.
Yeah.
Or something. I would never go too heavy on pressing motions because I'm
Back exercises, which ones?
like any rowing motion
You'll go for like
or
what,
something, or weighted pull-ups.
like 8?
Yeah, or 6.
Okay, yeah, that's
or
nice.
5. I don't mind.
Getting
Things that are
dangerously close
safe,
to getting
basically.
strong there,
Anything
can't
where
you?
a weight's coming down on me, I'm not going to do it.
Really?
Yeah, I'm very careful on bench press. If you notice when I bench press, my first repetition is literally this speed.
You're right. and
I'll
then you
do
get-
3
and
to
then
5
you turn
seconds
the jets
down,
on.
and I'm testing that everything feels fine and my shoulders and chest are in the right position, and then I'll go boom out of the bottom and absolutely smash
Does
it.
that not happen through your warm-up, the testing?
Yeah, but I still just don't trust it for some reason.
Okay.
I'm just slightly prone to shoulder impingements, and I've never damaged a chest muscle or pulled it or anything, but
No.
I'm just wary of it. So I always go real slow on the first one. Boom.
Yeah,
And
I
if
am
it feels
annoyed by
fine,
this bicep.
Smash it.
I found out I could bench yesterday and that went fine, but so it's definitely something pulling related.
Little niggles are just not good, are they? It's
No,
just
and
not
this
fun.
feels like it's going to stick around for a minute.
You need to rest
I'm
them.
pretty sure it's tendon. I am. I'm
There's
resting.
nothing else to do about
I'm
it.
resting it. I'm really trying to just carry things around in the gym for clients and stuff with my left hand as well. You know, just
Yeah.
like that amount of just picking up a 10 on it is an issue.
Okay, yeah, it definitely needs rest. Just give it like a couple of weeks off.
Rest
Does
and
it
then
feel like
some
it's right in the
Theraban.
joint?
It's very much like extensor.
Oh, okay.
here,
So it's
but
down
then
in the
it's also
forearm slightly.
actually. That's why I think it's tendon because it spans the elbow.
Does it?
And goes, yeah. So I feel like it might be 1 or 2 tendons on damage.
Do you know what? I don't know what if it's fake science, but it worked for me. And I asked Greg Roberts about it, and he says,
The man
yeah,
who we trust.
yeah, exactly. And he said, oh, yeah, it might work. It might do something. Voltarol gel.
Never used it.
It's an anti-inflammatory gel you can get from like any supermarket. It worked really well for me.
On what injury? What niggle?
Shoulders and elbows I've used it on before.
That is interesting.
In lockdown I was doing way too much aggressive band work with shoulders because I didn't have like heavy weights or anything. I was doing thousands of sets per week of banded like side raisers, front raisers, overhead press.
Tedious.
Yeah, and I was doing them too fast as well sometimes. I was like going trying to like burn the
take
shoulders
off.
with bands, yeah. And I started to get a really bad like tendon aggravation across the top of the shoulder there. And I rested it for like a month and it would not go away, even resting it for like a month literally, until I
that's
started
annoying.
putting Voltarol gel on it because I was just willing to try anything. I tried CBD by topical and by oral.
Okay.
Very strong dosage.
Nothing.
I tried stretching it, tried massaging it, tried putting heat pads on it, tried icing it. Can't even remember what else. I tried everything. I was getting desperate as well because it was really bugging me.
Yeah, that's a nice idea. I don't tend to be so proactive about my prehab from things. I'm like very just like reactive, like take some time off, and then I should probably do some more rehab afterwards, not just try and jump straight into it.
Do Just let it recover fully,
Yeah.
and then just do a week of easing back into it.
Get
Don't
onto
go
the
back
band
into
bicep
like
curl.
heavy muscle ups and stuff like
I
that.
think it'd be good.
Just go back
Do
steady.
some
on it.
rotational work.
I'm sure it'll be
before.
fine.
It shall be.
You're a young
eventually.
boy, fit and healthy. You know,
Something like
you can't have a biceps strain until you die. I'll take the piss so
Until I
much.
die.
You'll
Depends
be,
when I die, I guess.
you'll be in so much psychological pain from me just bullying you about your one small arm.
Oh god, it'll
if
be
it
so
doesn't
bad.
heal up, so you better heal up.
I have been, other than bicep and before that, I've been smashing triceps quite a bit, trying to blow them puppies up.
Yeah, you've been doing some chest and triceps, haven't you?
Yeah, more than like I used to.
That's what I'm
becoming
saying.
A bit of a bro.
Because usually you don't do really much of either of those.
It was always a fine amount, but yeah, now I'm doing more of that than I am other body parts. Like a real bro. I ain't trained back in forever. Or with any consistency.
No rowing motions or anything.
Oopsie. Nah, rowing motions especially. I tend to start with pull-ups, weighted pull-ups or something. And then, because I'm only doing like one exercise at a time at the minute, or two, I tend to like trail off after there.
I also tend, if I neglect anything, it's probably rowing. But only because I've done so much rowing in the past that my back's, it's
Yeah,
fine.
it's kind of what I
literally very
need
strong
to do
already.
though, because I'm lat dominant even in my rows, and I need more like thicker mid-back stuff. A little bit more of that. Yeah. And delts, always delts. Delts are small.
We've had this discussion many times, yes.
Oh,
Many a discussion has been had
What's the problem with your arms then?
about the deltoids of the boy.
What about the arms of the man?
Nothing, I think they're all right. What
The
do you
man
think?
boy? Yeah, dear.
Yeah.
How about that pose the other day where Rebecca's were bigger than yours?
She might actually be, yeah, but she can do what she wants for me.
5'2" female, just out angling you.
More jacked than me.
Oh dear.
Yeah,
Oh dear.
yeah. She's got excellent musculature though. She does. She's jacked. She's 3 to 4 times stronger than the average woman.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
She do pull-ups. She work
2
with one.
unassisted.
Oh, legit.
2, yeah, unassisted. Mostly just banded. I just made her a program the other day actually.
We've been asked to sort out Louise's life on our podcast as well.
Yeah, I don't
Only
know
thing
what
with this
that
is I
means.
don't know, yeah, what there is to sort out. She's got trashed hips.
We can invite her on and find out.
Yeah, that'd be good fun.
Yeah. All right, we'll talk to her after then if she's still here.
Easy business.
Yeah, I just made a new program for Rebecca actually.
Oh yeah, you're Rebecca, yeah.
Yeah. Upper, lower, upper, lower. That's what she
Ooh,
wanted.
A classic. Can't go wrong. Twice frequency per week. Ultimate progressive overload.
Yeah, that's what she wanted. 10 exercises per day.
That's intense.
3 to 4 sets on each.
10 a day? That's so intense.
Yeah, so 30 to 40 sets per session. Working sets, not warm-ups as well.
Oh my god.
Yeah, not including warm-ups.
Oh my god.
It's hardcore. It's generally a superset, like a pair, then another superset as a pair, then a triple.
Like antagonistic supersets,
Yeah.
not just full body. Okay,
Yeah. Like it starts with, one day starts
Let
with...
me guess. It's going to be like pull-ups and lat raises,
Nearly.
pull-ups and push-ups,
Yeah, that's on one day. One upper body day starts with pull-ups and press-ups, yeah. The other
incline
day...
press and bent over row, incline dumbbell.
I can't... Incline dumbbell is in there, of
And bent
course.
over.
These are all in there. Of course they are. These are the primary movements, aren't they? She can do 12 full press-ups, so that's still a viable movement for her until she gets to
Yeah.
like 20, so I threw that in. So one day starts with press-ups and pull-ups, the other day starts with bench and pull-ups, or incline or dumbbells or whatever version of some sort of weighted press that she wants with pull-ups. Then yeah, barbell row with some other stuffs on one day, the other day's got inverted bodyweight row.
Nice. I was doing that this morning.
One day's got low row, the other day's got chest supported face pull, this
Nice.
kind of stuff. Bit of arms in there.
And then lower body's going to be split squats.
No, actually.
No?
No, actually. I program split squats for nearly every client.
Yeah.
But she likes deadlifts,
What,
So I-
Romanians or conventional?
all of them.
Oh shit.
So I gave her on the first day, it's either conventional deadlift or trap bar deadlift, back to back with ab crunches as superset 1. The other day has, I've actually forgotten. Similar, but the other way around. I can't remember what other
Hack squat.
primary. Yes, actually, you know what I program, don't you? That's why. Hack squat or Smith squat.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I like to give clients options as well.
How do you feel about the hip thrust machine?
All right. At first, I didn't like it too much, but I've gotten used to it, and I've figured
It
out
takes a minute to get used to how thick the pad is.
the pad's too thick and it's too hard as well. It hurts a bit. It needs to be softer and smaller, and also they've got the lever in the wrong position. If you have your legs in, the lever that unhooks the pad, it's
Oh,
there.
yeah.
If you go down, I can do full depth on the machine, so I actually touch it to the bottom every single time. But as you go lower and lower, the thing actually digs into your leg because it's in such a stupid position.
Yeah, the pad.
On the other side of the hip thrust pad, there's the lever that pulls it up and down. The actual yellow lever that pulls it up and down.
See,
when you get to the bottom and you fold in, it stabs into
I don't know
your
how you
leg.
can get that low because it's so thick. I get a bit low and then it just becomes like bladder.
Yep, I kind of, I'll have to show you my specific technique, but it took me a few sessions to kind of work it out. I actually
You're
have
super close to.
Yeah, I actually have my heels. Imagine that's the end of the pad.
Yeah.
I know this is against like hip thrust wisdom, but I actually have my heels off the end of the pad. So I'm actually pressing through the middle of because it's got like a pad that sort of angles down like that. So I put the middle of the foot over the angle. So there's a bit going down that way and a bit going down that way. And then I kind of do that split squat technique that you showed me, where you drop down and back. So I'm not going straight down, I'm going down and back, and I'm breathing in like that to make more room, and then I can rack it to the bottom and then go boom to the top. And it's actually all right. If you do like, especially if you get 15 reps or above and you're pausing and squeezing at the top, would I use it as primary movement and is it better than barbell? No and no. But quite often, like,
It's more practical though, isn't it?
it's easier,
That
it's
kinda
faster to set
takes
up.
the cake.
Yeah, it's faster to set up, it's safe to do, it's just sat there, why not? Most people can do with more glutes. So what I've been doing with the great and powerful Melanie Vidler, we always do legs on a Sunday, is barbell hip thrust, heavy, like 8 to 12 reps, something like that, kind of to failure, supersetted, back to back, do the barbell hip thrust, then jump straight on the machine and do like 15 reps lighter to failure. So like double hip thrusts in a row, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just using it as like an extra little burnout on the end, and that's really effective.
I actually did a my barbells I had yesterday, the ladies group stuff. We finished with like a glute circuit, just to show them what like the second half of a power building type program might look like for the glutes. So just like barbell hip thrusts, like a set of 20, straight into banded abduction, straight into walking lunges, like front loaded walking lunges.
Very good. This is glute destruction.
Yeah.
That's excellent leg workout.
Get the glutes nice and fired on a heavy first one, but still done nice and light. Then get blood in it, so they're just switched on and you can't not focus on them. Then take it to an exercise with a 50% quad element where you can recruit a little more assistance and get through another 10 reps on each leg there with just fire in the glutes. Powerful.
We really need to jump into some news of the week
Yeah, we
because we're
probably
running out of time. But there's
should.
you've just sparked just something in my mind that I just want to just ask you this question.
Please.
Because I still see forever, including sometimes legitimate people, talking about stuff like glutes not firing. Right. Is this total bullshit? Because to me it's total fucking bullshit, bro. But I've seen like even Squat University guy being like, oh, do this to get the glutes firing better. I'm like, what do you mean?
Have you ever felt that either of your glutes weren't working when you first started training or something?
Yeah, but listen.
I know, not working, but felt like they weren't.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I understand.
So they're not working.
Of course, because then how are we moving?
Yeah, but that's how you end up like with your lower back pains and things, because it tries to do the role of the glute. Because it's switched on, but it's just not really holding much tension and whatnot. So it's not really doing its job entirely properly, if that makes sense.
It makes sense, but it sounds like bro science to me. I don't think it's real.
All I know is that that's what it feels like. And
That is what it feels like.
And then
it's mind-muscle
I've
connection.
Fixed it, and then, yeah. And then after I've taught someone how to fix it, or historically fixed it myself, I know it fixes it. So
I also agree with this.
Yeah, I know the start and I know the outcome. I maybe just don't know the middle bit exactly why. But
I also agree with this.
So correlation, causality, whatever. But I'm doing my left leg training more at the minute because my stability on that side is worse. My quad development is worse and my strength is worse. I have like a hip shift towards my right hand side in a squat. So I just did like 2 sets of split squats yesterday on my left leg, and I'm also doing touchdown squats.
Yeah.
I think we talked about these.
Yeah, like a step
on the
down,
left leg. Yeah, so I step on it's the one I use is about a foot high. I step on the edge of it so that my right leg dangles off into space, and then I prime everything as if I was going to do a normal squat. Excuse me, I may have hiccups. So I'm gripping the ground with my foot. I'm turning my knee out to like the medial side, as it were. Is that right? Lateral side. Yeah, sorry, the lateral side. And trying to like find for tension in my bottom of my foot and my glute, and then I'll do like a little quarter squat down, and that's helping. like pistol squats for now. They're harder on my left leg still, but they look the same as they are on my right, which historically has been very hard for me. So it's cool to actually kind of see some progress with that.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. It all makes
Yeah.
sense. You're doing a bit more work on that side.
Yeah.
It'll gently fix
But it is
over time.
definitely a real thing, regardless of what the science is behind it, if that makes sense. The terminology, switching off glutes, yeah.
Maybe that's my discrepancy, because I agree with everything you're saying
Just
practically.
a
And
misdemeanor on the
yeah,
literature.
maybe it's just I just don't like the...
terminology, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
All right.
So
we need to do some
Jeff
news.
Bezos is big.
Yeah, that's that's one of the news articles. It's Buff Bezos is now a meme. It's literally called Buff Bezos.
Hilarious.
And, look,
And he is.
it's a shame we can't show the listeners, but
Can we not?
you could kind of just. I mean, we don't have the technology, or
No, we don't.
we can. Well, we do. We have all the technology, but I can't do the podcast and put this on the screen. at the
Search
same time.
Buff Bezos.
This is,
Timestamp.
I've already searched.
Bro,
this.
I've just remembered for the first time in podcast history to make a timestamp.
All right, the time is 33:40.
Good, because that wasn't something I was actually thinking about what the actual time was.
You're going to timestamp without the stamp.
Yeah, 43:30.
Yeah.
How?
Try and show the camera if you want. I'll.
Wait, okay.
No, it's 33:30. Don't.
Oh, fucking hell.
Come on, bro. Be legitimate.
And that's for Bezos. However the fuck.
Try and show it to the camera. I'll tell you if it shows up on here. Yes, it's actually showing up quite nicely, actually.
So look how jacked.
He's looking good. You can't say nothing about that, especially
lad.
because what's his age?
That's a good point.
How old's Buff Bezos?
Pushing 60.
And how
guess.
much TRT is he using? How much like extra Mexican
Well-
supplementation is he on?
Mexican juice.
Yeah.
I don't know things about measurements of
I do.
dosages and things. So you
He's
can educate me on
59.
that. It's 59, yeah.
He looks good for 59. Especially because he looked like shit. Like
I'm going to guess a mil a week because I've heard people say that.
1 milliliter a week. That doesn't help because it depends on the concentration of the testosterone within.
He
the
looks.
milliliter.
Yeah, he's turned that around, hasn't he? He's got calves as well, the sneaky little bastard. So it does
Yeah,
work
he's
together.
got some nice leg thickness. His body fat level is definitely acceptable. And
20% maybe.
acceptable and normal, somewhere between 15 and 20. The chest's looking good.
That's a
the
nice place
traps
to
are
float.
good. Because you can see in the delts and the upper traps and the chest, that's
Yeah.
where most of the androgen receptors are. This is the TRT flowing through the veins and creating the gains, isn't it?
Do I need TRT?
He's absorbing it.
Yeah. He loves it.
Right now you
Loves
don't
it all
need
based
TRT,
on-
but
It's the same as Elon Musk.
If you become a 59-year-old billionaire, I'd expect you to TRT. I'd expect a little growth hormone in there. We're getting NAD drips. We're getting vitamin drips on the daily.
Lying on a bed and getting
baby.
scanned every day.
Yeah,
What do I
baby.
need? Pump me full of the
What
shit.
do we need?
And it's the same with Elon Musk hasn't got gains, but him in like 95 looked 10 years older than he does now.
Yeah, he's had hair
Pretty
transplant. He looks better. Funny what money can do, isn't it? Funny what money
Money doesn't
can
solve all your problems, but it will solve some of them.
Funny
Like
what-
hair loss and being small.
Yeah, he had hair transplant. He's also lost a lot of weight recently. Did you see Elon Musk?
Yeah. Got a bit of a slim boy.
Yeah, did you see those photos of him not looking too great on holiday?
Yeah.
Looking pale on a boat, basically.
Joe Rogan was joking about that. Did you see that?
Everybody was
Yeah.
joking about it.
I'm investing in the guy that looks like an alien because he spends all his time indoors. You know that guy's working.
Yeah. That's basically the game. But then he lost loads of weight, and people asked him on Twitter when somebody posted a photo of him just a t-shirt on talking at a conference. He didn't say nothing about it to anybody, and somebody posted it, and it went viral saying, "Elon, you're looking great. What have you done?"
Good lad.
And he just commented fasting, full stop, and then he commented again underneath saying and Wegovy. Wegovy is a brand name for the GLP-1 agonists like Ozempic and semaglutide that you were asking me about and you wanted to bring up on the podcast. So this has brought us now full circle. You know the new weight loss jabs, the new skinny jabs,
Yeah.
stuff like this.
That's what Roxy's working on.
Is it literally?
Not the chemical. Wow, I struggle to remember what her job is. Sorry, but she's the bit in between, like the testing phase before it goes to market.
Sure.
Yeah.
On literally weight loss injections.
No, not specifically, but she's been doing the one that begins with S.
Semaglutide.
Yes.
Yeah. This is big news lately. So this is actually one of the other. We've segued quite nicely into one of the other news of the weeks. This came out 1 day ago in the BBC. Plan for GPs to offer NHS patients Wegovy weight loss jab. Wegovy again.
For GPs to offer it.
Yeah, so you can go to your doctor and
That
get
seems
through
like a low-ranking system within the NHS. You don't have to go to like
There's no
specialists.
Yeah, definitely not. But do you know, like, I'm pretty sure at the minute you can just buy it from like a hairdresser's.
Is that because it's just not illegal to just buy and stock?
Yeah, I don't think you need a prescription.
Well,
for
that's
it.
like my brother with testosterone. And he said testosterone then.
Yeah,
That's-
testosterone. Yeah, that's a different thing, but yes,
Yeah.
similar. Not in terms of like usage or results, but it's like
No.
a hormone style thing which is not currently regulated. I don't know.
It's
if
in that kind of Bermuda Triangle phase where who knows what's going to happen with it because it's a bit new.
What do you refer to this semaglutide?
No, the testosterone.
Yeah, to both of them.
Yeah.
Really,
Yeah.
yeah. It's very.
It's not regulated yet.
I don't know, to be honest. I don't know, but you can buy different versions of it, literally like at hairdressers
Damn.
kind of game. So I'm not sure, but this semaglutide's been around for a long time. It used to be used for diabetes because it has a number of mechanisms of action. So it's a GLP-1 agonist, glucagon-like peptide 1.
Goodness gracious.
Glucagon is a hormone which gets sugar out of the liver and releases it into your system. So it's a glucagon-like peptide. So it's a peptide which looks like the hormone glucagon.
Remind me what a peptide is.
The technical definition, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I struggle to
but
remember.
it's basically a chemical which has different
So is it
effects
like
inside
foreign
the body. Peptide.
and created? Is a chemical always like something that's been synthesized?
No.
Okay.
So it says peptide is a compound consisting of 2 or more amino acids linked into a chain.
Okay.
Interesting. I didn't know that. So a compound consisting of 2 or more amino acids.
The
linked
Google
into-
podcast.
We've all learned
Where
something
Google
today.
answers all hard questions.
What did you just say before that? Sorry.
I'm warm. This is like beating down.
Well, that's not what you said. But what did you say before that? You asked a question about something.
Yeah, it was about the peptides, but
Yeah. What about them?
what are they? But so go on. It's a chemical.
Oh, you asked.
That
Yeah.
we-
No, everything's a chemical.
Okay.
We're chemicals.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
table's
No,
chemicals.
but what were we talking about?
The air's chemicals.
It's a chemical that takes the sugar out of the liver.
So yeah, there's a hormone called glucagon in your body.
sorry, people.
It releases sugar out of the liver to put your blood sugar up if your blood sugar goes too low.
Okay.
Right. So then this drug, semaglutide, brand names Ozempic, Wegovy, others, I forget. There's also similar drugs like liraglutide is also very, very similar, etc. So they're GLP-1, they're glucagon-like peptides, so they're chemicals,
Right.
strings of
That
amino
take
acids
out-
that are very similar shape to the hormone glucagon.
And take out sugar.
And
from
it's
the
a
liver.
receptor agonist, which means it fits into the same receptor as the glucagon.
Oh,
So
okay.
so
It's all making sense.
Yeah, so this chemical floats around your body looking like glucagon.
Little
Literally,
hat
it's
coat.
very similar. It's
That's
like
hilarious.
its cousin. It's literally its cousin. Your body gets confused in a way, not confused, but it's like a key that works in multiple locks and it fits into the glucagon receptor and then has glucagon-like effects. So it has effects on blood sugar management. It can help with blood sugar management, which is why they were using it for diabetes. It proved to be minorly effective at reducing people's blood sugar levels over time. Like over 40 weeks, I think there was like 2 or 3% reduction in blood sugar or something. But then they noticed in these trials that people who were given this injection to start
Didn't wanna
losing-
eat.
Yeah, they started losing weight.
So there's nothing too chemical happening or hormonally that's making them lose weight. It's more just the appetite suppressant. Is
Yeah,
that
there's
correct?
no chemicals that can just make you lose weight.
No.
Apart from something like DNP.
Which is.
A very terrible idea because you can kill
Oh,
people.
good.
It's
Okay.
a very terrible idea.
So no on this, people.
Let me just find out what the technical definition name for DNP is. What's the full word? Oh, it's dinitrophenol. Yeah, I knew that actually.
Okay.
I've just forgotten. 2,4-dinitrophenol. Look at it. It's yellow. It's actually rat poison.
I can see why that's bad for you.
But what this does is if you take DNP, is it makes your mitochondria, which are the energy producing
Powerhouse
parts of
of the
cells.
cell.
Yeah, exactly. It it ramps them up massive. And also I think it stops them absorbing carbohydrates. So then to get your blood sugar down, your body temperature massively increases. Originally DNP was used by the
As
Russians
in what, just burning more calories, your
Yeah.
metabolism goes up.
way faster.
Weird.
And it's very effective, but also you can die.
Enough that it's effective. That's interesting.
It's actually effective.
You wouldn't have thought that you could do that to the extent that it was worth it.
It's not worth it because it's
Well,
so
yeah, okay.
unhealthy. It's literally poison. It's literally a poison and it's such a bad idea. It's the unhealthiest thing ever. Never recommend to anybody. You might die. You'll be a bit leaner and you'll be so much leaner when you're dead. When you die, you'll lose all
The
the
ultimate
weight
calorie deficit.
that you want to lose. I had a friend who took it
Ultimate
once,
calorie
and
deficit.
he literally was surrounded by 4 fans, sweating yellow. You see the drug's yellow. Literally, the yellow came out in his sweat, and he was just at home, surrounded by fans.
Can you get this
You can buy this. You can buy it online.
legally?
Yeah,
That's
because it's not sold for human consumption.
Oh,
It's sold
okay.
as like rat poison or other.
Listen, if you're going out and buying rat poison, then you should know
And taking
what's
it.
happening.
It's a bad idea. But basically, it makes your metabolism faster and it makes your core body temperature increase a shitload that you burn a load of calories.
That's interesting.
It was used by Russians in World War II to keep them warm in winter. Because it makes your body temperature that hot so they could stay out in like freezing and they were fine. And then they noticed everybody getting real lean, kind of thing. And then that's when it started to be noticed that it also had these other
I'd start
effects.
giving more rations.
Started to
and
be
they
studied
thought,
more.
nope.
So there is stuff you can take like that. That's about the only one I can think of that actually burns calories effectively. Other stimulant drugs kind of do, like caffeine slightly, couple of small percentage effects. Something like that.
Chemically.
Yeah, caffeine increases your metabolism, makes it faster by maybe like 2 or 3%. Small.
Is that literally like as simple as the heartbeat that you feel when
Yeah.
you
It's,
jacked up on
it's
caffeine?
literally like jacking your body up into like a slightly higher state.
Or like if you did some cocaine or something.
Similar would happen.
You just get more
Faster
energetic.
metabolism.
Yeah,
you know,
okay, I
like
understand.
amphetamines.
So also kind of like a pseudo version of making, because it's just making, it's giving you the symptoms of moving more, so you're burning more.
What do you mean? Sorry.
I'm going to struggle to articulate this. It's that, you can correct me, but it sounds like that isn't so chemical as it is just, it elevates a variable that means you burn more.
Which are we referring to?
Any kind of stimulant.
The
like
stimulant drugs. No, the stimulant drugs actually increase your metabolism at rest. You can be sat down doing nothing and you'll burn more calories.
that. So your heart rate just going up still goes under that kind of.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're just burning slightly more calories at rest.
Yeah, okay.
Because they're releasing adrenaline as well, which also like burns calories and burns off sugars and stuff
Yeah.
like this. Because like stimulant drugs release a bit of adrenaline and it has like hormonal effects and it's putting your cortisol up and it's doing this and that. So at rest, caffeine and stuff like this and other stimulants that would be more powerful
Okay, that makes sense.
do burn more calories. Like what's the one that physique and fitness people use? Clenbuterol.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is that how that works?
Yes.
That's why it's a
Appetite-
shredding steroid.
It's not a steroid, it's a stimulant drug. But it's like caffeine, but way stronger.
So it doesn't really have many, like, testosterone kind of.
None.
None.
People do show with clenbuterol for some reason that it does seem to build a slight bit of muscle. That is what
Has that been
people seem to
recorded
do.
like muscle mass, or are we talking they look?
Good question. I don't
if
know.
they're getting leaner.
I don't know. I've just heard it I don't know, to be honest, but I've just heard, because I don't deal in these kind of things.
So how do they go about having that if they're just feeling like they've had 20 coffees a day?
Yeah, that's exactly it. But also, what do stimulant drugs do? Appetite suppressant at the same time. So it's giving you a bit of energy, which is good. It's making your metabolism faster. It's putting your appetite
I had a friend
down.
say that once, like he would get his morning cardio done he'd get his cardio done in the morning for a competition, and that was kind of why he thought he was riding by on it, because he was on that, and he could just be like, well, I'm not hungry in the morning, I'm ready to go.
On what? What was he on?
Is it, clenbuterol?
Clenbuterol, yeah. It's
Yeah.
very unhealthy. Nobody should do it. It's a bad idea.
Yeah, okay.
It's very bad for your heart. It's like caffeine, but way stronger, or amphetamines, but weaker. Basically, there's like levels of stimulant drug, and it's way stronger than
I'll
caffeine.
stick to coffee.
Yeah, it's way stronger than coffee, but way less than like fet,
Okay.
kind of thing. Do you know what I
Okay.
mean? There's like Adderall and stuff like that's in there as well, and
See, I know all these
Ephedrine's
names
another one.
I don't know what they are really, yeah.
it's different
That's
versions of stimulant
interesting.
drugs. Ephedrine's another one.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Yeah, ephedrine. Just stimulants in general.
But then, so these new drugs are acting more on...
Oh yeah, sorry. So to go back round to it, we need to finish very soon as well. We've
Yeah.
got like 5 minutes max, and then Ryan's coming in. So we just need to change the camera setup, etc., don't we? Yeah, these new ones. So it's helping blood sugar management. It also reduces appetite. Theoretically, in a hormonal cascading effect, like the glucagon receptor, like being activated, seemingly reduces hunger by some hormonal pathways. It's relatively unknown at this minute in time, but that seems to be occurring. And it slows people's digestion down as well. It slows your digestive rate down. So you're not digesting food as fast, so you stay fuller for longer.
How does that work?
I'm not entirely sure on the technical aspects of
Okay.
it. I'm not
It just is slower.
I know that that's a fact. That's one
Okay,
of its
yeah, yeah.
main mechanisms of action. Technically, how is it doing that? Good question. I don't know. but it's slowing digestion or gut motility in some way.
So you stay fuller for longer, and you're not as hungry in general anyway.
Yeah.
So you just don't eat as much.
Yeah, and your blood sugar stays a bit better.
I was going to say,
managed.
because of the blood sugar, does that mean maybe your appetite changes and what you
Yeah.
might want as well, from away from less sugary things?
Yeah, but that can go both ways as well, because when your blood sugar goes high, that puts your appetite down as well. So keeping blood sugar low is a good thing for health, but also that can have appetite increasing effects in a way.
That makes sense.
Because blood sugar going up signals to your body that we don't need more food because we've already got way too much because the blood sugar is way too high, kind of game. So actually, like high insulin levels and high blood sugar puts appetite down in a way. Low blood sugar puts appetite up in a way. So it's balancing
Also
effects.
depending on person.
But anyway, these drugs do seem to work for weight loss. People seem to be getting really good results from them. There are side effects. I've actually got some of the
Yeah, go on.
side effects here on my phone from some studies. 65% of people reported nausea, 37% reported abdominal pain, 22% reported vomiting, 31% reported dizziness, 12% reported heart palpitations. A different study showed 33% nausea, 23% diarrhea, 12% vomiting.
They're all a bit higher than I'd want those percentages to be.
Yeah, but it seems to work effectively. Yeah, it's not, everything's got side effects, and you're messing with hormones, and you should not do this without doctor's supervision. You should not go to, like, quote unquote, an aesthetic clinic or whatever they are, where they'll like shoot you with Botox. I'm not against Botox, do whatever you want, but don't get them to shoot you with hormones at the same time. Don't mess with any hormones without doctor's supervision and blood tests. Just don't do this. It's a very bad idea. Does seem to work for weight loss though, only along with diet and exercise as well. And the studies that originally showed that weight loss was occurring through these drugs, they got like 2,000 people. They put some of them on a fake injection, some of them on the semaglutide injection. The fake injection people lost like a couple of kg over a few months, can't exactly remember.
Which is interesting in itself, actually.
They lost a bit of weight. The semaglutide group all lost way more weight, way more, like quadruple more, like 4 times more. But they also had dietary counselling sessions. They had like, they had support, they had diet, they had exercise, and they had
These
counselling.
that just got jabbed and released.
No, sorry, one group got jabbed and with a fake jab and all the diet and
Yeah,
counselling.
and then released.
Yeah, the other group got jabbed with the jab.
And then measured.
Yeah, and the group. So anyway, the effects are not just like, you can't just shoot it and expect it's going to work, because it isn't. You still have to eat less. You still should exercise. It's not going to work on its own. It's not magically burning fat at all.
So
if you
it still
don't,
stands that these things don't exist.
yeah, if you still don't create the calorie deficit, it still won't work.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. And another disappointing thing is, so far, all after people stop using it, all the weights come back basically every time for every person.
Really?
Basically,
That's kinda
basically every
sells it
time
for
for
me then.
every person.
That's kind of the last nail.
And it also seems to have a down-regulating effect where your body gets used to it.
Oh dear.
So if you keep taking it, you can't like take it forever. You have to keep upping the dose and upping the dose, and that's when more side effects
More
will
and
occur.
more shit. And
So it doesn't work forever. It seems to have like a down-regulating effect where your body kind of gets a resistance to it. And so far, unfortunately, the weight does seem to come back for basically everybody that uses it. When they stop using
that's
it,
a big
the weight
deal.
comes back. Yeah, but I've got some clients using it.
oh really?
Not by my choice or under my supervision, through doctors.
yeah,
Through
prescribed.
doctors. The doctor's giving it them. And I'm not against it. If it helps you, and it's a tool. It's one tool.
Gonna be interesting when they do come off it, coaching them around. Just
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if like the appetite goes way up or something. Or my hope would be that the person is so healthy and doing so good habits and eating loads of protein
make
and
it
eating
work.
fruits and veg and walking and doing training, that that all those things putting the appetite down more than the lack of
yeah,
the drug
like,
puts
if
it
you,
back up.
I wonder if it'd be safe to take it to kind of your weight loss goal or whatever, and then use it for a bit longer
Through maintenance.
through maintenance.
And then I would like to see it whittled down, probably, just like
yeah, if you
slowly
could get
come off it.
slower, smaller and smaller doses. Yeah,
It's time to finish, isn't it?
it is. We have a guess.
Let's rock and roll then, bro. Thank you, News of the Week, ladies and gentlemen. Anything else from you, sir?
No.
51 minutes. It shot fast past that.
Yeah,
Shot,
always
like,
does,
I just
mate.
used none of the correct. None
Shot
of the correct.
hash. That's perfect English.
It shot past fast.
We're shooting again right now, but we'll see you next week.